Wouldn't it be good if you could really understand what someone meant when they spoke to you? Better still, what if you could predict their behaviour based on what they said, and even better, influence their behaviour based on how you respond? Meta programs are born from the same family as the Isabel Myers-Briggs type indicator and are part of the NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming family, if you like. By asking the right questions, what you can do is understand how people get motivated. Once we understand how people get motivated, we can tailor our language in order to influence them. One of the questions you can ask is related to what we call the direction filter, and ultimately these uncover people's values, the primary motivating force behind absolutely every single one of our questions. Here are a couple of examples. In a recruitment scenario, perhaps you'd ask the question like this: what's important to you in a job? In a financial advising situation, perhaps the question is related to what's important to you in a financial plan, or what are you looking for in a financial advisor? The question that I would be asking all clients is, what's important to you about money? The client is going to tell you what they want or what they don't want. If they tell you what they want, they have a predominant toward preference. People that have a predominant toward preference are motivated by a carrot, not the stick. So these are the people that are motivated by goals and objectives and things to move toward. If they tell you what they don't want, they have a predominant away from preference. These are the people that are motivated by the stick and not the carrot. They're motivated by consequences, problems, and things to be gotten rid of. If I start to think about clusters of jobs, I can then begin to put in place different types of occupations. Let's say from an away from perspective, people that have a high away from preference are predominantly going to be found in accountancy type roles, lawyers, doctors, proofreaders, editors, compliance people. These are the people that are ultimately motivated by solving problems. People who have a high toward preference often perceive the people that have a high away from preference as negative, because they are always pointing out problems and things to be avoided. But the people that have a high away from preference often perceive the people that have a high toward preference as naive, because they don't see the potential problems, liabilities, and obstacles. Once we can understand people's preferences, we can tailor our language in order to get the most out of them. For example, there's a lady in my team who has a high away from preference, and so I give her all of my documents to check, and she proudly comes back with all of my mistakes. There's some great strategies that you can utilise when you really get to understand meta programs and how people get motivated.